I need one of those phone gimbals or selfie sticks or something. I think the gimbal would be the best. The gimbal, the phone gimbal, so you can like hold it out and on a stick there.
Old people do.
Right?
Or like
Old people.
Like you.
Or touristy Asians or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's Nick, everybody. He's working on his car. This is his own legacy. It's been VF52 powered for a while, and now we're gonna do the G25 660. That's reverse rotation. You stare at it long enough, you might realize that. And we're trying to see if we can figure any cooler mounting spots with it being reverse rotation. And so it should be a fun experiment to find out. Seen some pretty good results from those turbos. They spool pretty fast and have good power output. I've only actually had one on my dyno so far, so I'm looking forward to getting this one on the dyno and trying it out. So this is the beginnings of testing it on this Legacy Spec B here. But the reason for this video is one day while I was on the YouTubes and the Book of Faces, I was watching videos of people and their 6-cylinder Subarus, and I have long been dreaming of doing a 6-cylinder in my Subaru, and in fact I bought a couple EG33s for that purpose, and then I decided that I love my car too much to screw with the radiator mounting and potentially lose my air conditioning because I'm a vagina, I gotta have my AC. And so I decided that instead of doing the EG, I would do an EZ. But I wanted more than the EZ, so I was gonna do an EZ36 with an EZ30 crank. So I'm de-stroking it. I'm not the first to do that, wish I was, but I'm not. But initially, to get everything ironed out and working, I'm throwing it, bless you! I'm gonna throw an EZ30 in it and get the drive-by-wire working and all that, because I bought one with drive-by-wire, and I've wanted to do drive-by-wire conversion on the car for a little while now. Not because I necessarily think it's better, but because I want to be able to do funky intake manifold locations and do some custom manifolds and not have to worry about where the throttle cable is going to go. I have a design for an intake manifold that I'm working on right now, and if I convert my car to drive-by-wire, then it just makes it easier to test these different designs and everything. But aside from all that, I got this box right here, and in this, it's not a box, is it? In this pallet, on this pallet, boy, words are hard today, wrapped in plastic, is an engine, and apparently, look at this. Hey, there's a hard drive thing in here.
No way.
It's what it says, hard disk drive with the eject on it. Huh. So in JDM land, do they call CDs hard disk drives? I don't know, I just went to pull that open, this fell out of it. The light doesn't work though. I pushed on it, nothing happens. That's fucking crazy. Here, check it out. Weird. Okay, so under all this plastic is a Japanese EZ30 out of, I don't recall if you said it was a Forester or a Tribeca, but the cool thing about it is that it also came with a transmission. Now, right now, all you see is some plastic, but let me show you what kind of transmission it came with. And just dive this knife in here blindly and slice something that I need to keep. All right, here we go. Like that wiring harness I just nicked. All right, cool. Drive shaft. Ooh, there's lots of stuff in here. There's way more. Wow. There's a stereo in here.
Oh, what?
So I talked to this guy on the phone when he packed up my thing for like an hour. The guy that imported this. I bought this on eBay. I haggled with him through the whole make an offer thing. And then I was like, hey dude, we should talk. So we shot the breeze a bit, and he was appreciative of all the things that I could tell him about which Japanese engines fit in which US cars. And so we ended up having a hell of a conversation, and apparently he gave me a stereo. This looks like a stereo, right? That's just, hey, that's what thing went to.
Oh.
Is that a navigation thing?
Oh, it could be.
I don't know. Kenwood navigation system. Oh, there you go. Hmm? So it's a Subaru-based Kenwood navigation system. Wow, this is actually kind of a crazy unboxing. I've never done this before. I wish I had this camera mounted so I could use both hands. Anyway, so under this Kenwood navigation system is some wires. I'm still digging here. Oh, we got a drive shaft. All right, drive shaft's kind of a given. Maybe you recognize this. That is where the center diff is. And this, yeah, that's shift linkage. So this EZ30 came with a 6-speed behind it. And I thought that was super cool. And I'm kind of confused as to what 6-speed this is, because I always read that it came with the long ratio boxes that didn't have the oil pump and all that. But I'm looking at it right now and I see oil lines on the side. So now I'm really intrigued as to what kind of 6-speed this is. It isn't what I thought it was. See? Oil cooler lines. Neutral position. Does it have DC-CD? No, no DC-CD. Okay. So it's not that big of a surprise. Alright, so that's cool. So it's a non-DC-CD 6-speed with the oil pump. So I gotta figure out what ratios are in this. Hopefully the number on the side of it will tell me. So anyways, yeah, an EZ30 with a 6-speed, so I'm kind of excited about that. Also, these supposedly came immobilized, which is bad news, I guess. But in the US, none of the EZs were manuals, and so guys are having issues getting the ECU to work with a manual transmission in their swaps. And so I'm gonna pull the image off this ECU, compare it to the US ones. And then I'm really curious about this little thing over here. What the frick is that? Looks like a BIU, body integration unit, or module, BCM, whatever you want to call them. But this says MT-AT on it. So I'd get it if it was an automatic transmission computer, but why the MT on here? So I'm kind of curious about this guy too. Might have to look into this a little bit, see what we got. But let's get some more plastic off this. All right, here we go. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's pretty clean on this side, at least. See any major oil leaks coming out of it? See a little seepage here. Not too bad though. It's got a shiny red filter. Score! Haha, red filter. I get some free Japanese gloves right here in the transmission. That's cool. I always wanted Japanese gloves. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh! Big ass wired harness. I'm gonna have to put that back on top of this before I close up so the guys don't yell at me for leaving the shop dirty. Oh, I got a free grounding kit. It was free upgrades right there. Big ass grounding kit. That's interesting. So this guy liked to drive, or believed a grounding kit would do something for this car. So was he troubleshooting an issue, or is he a ricer, or is he just one of those guys that's like ground all the things? I don't know. He's got the blue silicone hoses. They say billion on them. Billion. Can you see that? No, you can't. How about that? Billion. That's a fucking brand right there. I have no idea what brand it is other than Billion, but Billion. You seen this? Billion. How much does those cost? $1 billion.
Billion.
Yeah, I want to put like an 11 in front of it. 11 TY. 11 billion. Anyways, looks good. It doesn't. I don't see any rat shit in here or mouse turds. The plastic hasn't been eaten by anything other than a knife. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's exciting. So I'm going to end this boring ass video with that, and I'm going to start tearing into some more and making some more plans for this build.